people's favorite demon.
Kane, the WWE superstar, to know that I was going to work with him, I turned into a kid again.
I hate to say it, but a lot of the times the guy takes off the mask and you're like, oh, isn't that scary? Well, Kane just has to sit there and there's that like, oh God, oh God, oh my God, he's so scary.
He still has this kind of presence about him, this kind of quiet presence, which translates well into film.
Can't be stopped, you know? I think a lot like his in-the-ring persona, you know, you just can't stop the man.
Kane, horrifying. His presence, when he turns it on, he's the scariest man alive.
You got a Jacob Goodnight. Hey, this is the psycho that did it.
In this movie, I play Jacob Goodnight. He has a lot of problems with his mother. He's sort of like a very big version of Norman Bates, probably a lot meaner as well. And what happens is some people, unfortunately, find themselves in a closed environment with the guy, and it doesn't turn out very well for them.
Serial killer, guy who's pissed off. You know, he's got a lot of pain and sadness within him, and he doesn't know where to direct it. He should go to therapy, but instead, you know, he takes it out on us.
He's honoring his mother's memory, and in a warped way, he's doing what he thinks that she wants him to do. He's become the killer that she's always wanted him to be.
He killed like 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you do it, big boy, huh? Didn't mommy make you do it?
Jacob Goodnight is back in this one, obviously. We are having a party at the morgue where he and his victims from the first film end up. And of course, Sir Jacob Goodnight is not entirely dead, so I think we piss him off a little bit and he comes after us.
He's a terror. I mean, he's just determined to get rid of the sin.
Jacob Goodnight is alive.
He killed Holden and Carter.
I think that Jacob Goodnight has always been a character destined for a horror icon status, and I think this is really going to cement him with the big boys.
Why would God help you?
I know I was watching some of the footage when I wasn't in any scenes, and there's just these like iconic images of Jacob Goodnight in his like 7 feet tall, walking down the hall, being backlit, and I mean, it's getting shot 5 feet from me, and I'm looking at the footage, and I've got this pit in my stomach, starting to feel scared and everything.
Did you hear that?
Please let me go. Please let me go. Let me go.
In this movie, because Jacob wears a mask, and of course years of wearing a mask in WWE as Kane, some of those mannerisms are going to come through because that's just the way you have to be able to portray those emotions, is you have to do certain things because your face is somewhat limited. Kane does have certain morals and he has certain boundaries that he's not going to cross. Jacob doesn't have those at all, and he does anything that he feels like doing.
He has that physicality. I mean, he does everything in one take, because when he's performing on WWE, he does everything in one take. There's no cuts, there's thousands of people watching him. There's no place for any kind of flaw, and that work ethic kind of spread through everybody on set.
Seeing the strength that Kane has, pulling this 180-pound man down a hallway with a real chain, and it's like 30 feet of real chain, so you're looking at like 50 pounds right there, added with this 180-pound guy who's holding on to stuff as he's getting ripped down the hall is an incredible show of strength by Kane.
He has his classic weapon, although he gets a new one, a hook and chain in this. And so we had a plastic one for him to swing around because the metal one was just for look and it was so heavy. We had Kane standing there with the hook and chain and we're like, yeah, so you're gonna spin it and then you're gonna throw it off camera and you wanna hit right in front of the camera. And he took this huge one that no one else can lift and he was spinning and I was like, Kane, how can you do that? My God, if you snap, you'd kill us all.
We were teasing throughout the movie that I have a thing about doors. I don't like doors. I can't use the door handle. I just bust through the door all the time, it seems like.
He's not a man behind a mask. He's an actor. This is what he does. So he could do anything he wants to do.
The guy's got some acting chops, and he's just so much fun to work with.
You know, he's up for anything. He has obviously the background and, you know, the stunts training to really make an impression.
The thing that I really like, about acting, the thing I love about WWE is the fact that we're able to touch people's lives and, you know, remove them. Maybe if you're having a problem, you can watch WWE or you can watch a movie. You can forget about your problems for an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever. And that means a lot to me, you know, to be able to emotionally impact people. And so yeah, it'd be something that I'd like to do in the future for sure.
I see the sin on you. There is nothing that I won't do. Malicious and heinous. I won't cross.